Hello everybody, this is Gruesome Fox coming at you with a 300 cost rated match here in the gym ground type M-MSV version. We're going to be on impact site for this match, and it's going to be the level 2 version of this version of the gym ground type. We've actually had quite a few gym ground types come into the game ever since the original 08th MS Team version. We have the base one, and then we have the weapons rack version, both of which are generals, and then we have this version being the missing mobile suit variation version, and this is one of my favorite raids to use at this cost, and this actually is a video I've been sitting on for not too long, but quite a bit now. I actually had intended to use this as the New Year's video, but since I had my Zaku 2 FS video pretty close to that, I didn't want to have two 300 cost related videos in a very close span, so I decided to hold off on this one and wait to post it at a later date. And since I've had this penalty level 2, that's been a nuisance, but I'm trying to put a bit more of a positive spin on it, try to get some other videos out that I really haven't had the opportunity to get out. Really gives me the opportunity to use some of these older matches. The gym ground type MSV version is a raid type mobile suit. It starts out at 250 and goes up to 350 at level 3. The level 2 version here is my preferred level to use, especially since 250 is pretty much impossible to get into nowadays, so really don't have any opportunities to use the level 1 if I wanted to, and even in that instance I probably would be more likely to use the Goof, since that's also another favorite raid of mine. But at 300 though, I tend to find myself leaning towards this suit more. Another thing too before I continue on is that you'll see we have a very interesting team setup. We don't have a single general on the team, so it is 2 raids, both me and another gym ground type M-MSV, and then we have 3 supports, 2 being the recon type Agai from Thunderbolts, and a Gundam ground type weapons rack. So yeah, another reason I really want to use this match is just because how unique the team is. And it's really cool, at times to get these unique teams, and it does end up, working in the match. So I'm really satisfied with how this one turned out. The gym ground type of this version of it does have a pretty unique arsenal of weapons, since you do have a rail cannon as your main ranged weapon. And I do really like the rail cannon. It's a pretty fast instant stun weapon. Really, I feel like the biggest drawback with this weapon is that you cannot use it when you are jumping or falling. Yeah, you have to be on the ground in order to use this. I never really understood why that was the case, but I don't know, maybe something with it being a very fast projectile, or maybe just balancing. I really have no idea about that one. But other than that, you do have a beam saber, you have a pair of head Vulcans, and then you have a special beam spray gun, that being the 79F-1 beam spray gun. And this has a very unique model. I do like the model that they use for this, and it's a model of beam gun that I feel like has been a lot more common in Origin, like the Origin style, especially with Kakudan's Island. A lot of the gyms had this style of beam gun instead of their usual beam spray gun, so I mean, it's a pretty cool design for a sidearm there. Aside from that, you do have some pretty nifty skills. You have maneuver armor, you have explosive reactive armor, and assault booster. And then you do have melee combo controller level 1, meaning that you do only get 2 melee swings, so that is something to, I always say when it comes to raids that have only 2 melee swings. It is something to keep in mind that you don't have the typical 3 swings, but I think for this suit it is not really too much of a hassle, since I find myself using my ranged weapons quite a bit more, especially when it comes to the rail cannon and the beam gun. Typically try to do a little bit of combo damage with those, because as you can see, doing 900 damage against the Agai here, and it does allow me to, open up and go into melee since they were distracted. But I do also have the rail cannon as well if I wanted to do a pretty basic instant stun into melee. That's also an option as well. The Zaku Flipper used their tackle, so I'm going to go in for a few, quick little melee swings before I start getting my rail cannon ready. I do see they're looking at me. Did whiff the rail cannon, but was able to finish him off with a neutral as they boosted past me, so not too shabby there. Gonna start hitting back here. I don't know why I started going this way. Oh, maybe I found somebody. I think I saw somebody maybe going this way. Or I might be thinking of... Oh yeah, so somebody was destroying the base. And it looks like it is a Zaku Marine type. Which is currently at half health, so I'm gonna try to see if I can finish him off. I do think I end up getting the finishing blow. I try to pursue them so they don't try to stay here and destroy our base. Yeah, it looks like they hopped out of their suit for a bit, so I guess maybe they were trying to do a quick repair, but yeah, they are going to use a dodge, but luckily for me, that's going to let me go in and get the melee, and I believe I do get the finisher. So yeah, I was able to stop the Marine type there from trying to missile our base, though they did get it to half health, so was able to do quite a bit of damage. I don't know how long they were attacking our base for, but even then, I doubt it's as fast as the Agu guy can do. Agu guys can still just really wreck your base if you just let them have it. Especially if there's two on the enemy team, they will really start melting through your base with their wires. But, was able to come in and get some repairs in, so that's going to be pretty helpful for me in the long term. And spawning back in, looks like I have the most health out of anyone on the team right now, so probably just going to try to keep back for now, which is something that this gym is quite good at. Again, you have some pretty good range weapons that you can work with, so probably can stay back and try to see if I can help my... Oh, well, nope, there's no teammates around, so I'm just going to crouch behind this building and, wait for my teammates to spawn in. We do have something with napalm on the enemy team, probably one of the A guys, which is right here actually. So gonna go in for a quick melee. There's a Zaku 2 F2. That's a suit that's been a bit more popular ever since it's gotten its buff recently. It was part of that massive unit adjustment they've done, so I have been seeing quite a bit. Even in my FS video, there was, I think, a couple in there as well. Gonna get a counter on the Zaku flipper, and doesn't look like I'm gonna get the finisher. I think a teammate got it, but I did get the assist, so always nice to get a little extra points for that. And right now, really just trying to see what bits of damage I can do, since we're at the last few seconds here. Looks like our teammate who was in front has been defeated, so yeah, I'm gonna try to boost back. Since especially, the score is not really too close, I feel like we would have been fine, but still really didn't want to take too much risk, going in there just all willy-nilly, so again, did decide to stay back, but hey, that's going to be mission over. Let's see how we did here with the Gym ground type M-MSV version. And looks like, didn't get anywhere on the board, but I did beat my rival. And I did end up getting first place with 6 kills and 1 loss, not too shabby there. Apparently at this time I think I had a disconnect change as well. I think it was just caution though, so really nothing to worry about at the time, not what it is now. So yeah, that's all I have for this video here. Just something that I've had in the backlog that I kind of wanted to talk about, since this is another suit that I like. Again, just, in relation to other videos I've released. I didn't want to have two similar sounding videos that were too close to each other. So, really do like having this one released a bit later. But other than that, just probably going to be some more older matches that I've had in the future. Also have 2 UC Engage videos that I posted yesterday. They were the 2 mass production Q-Blaze from the Engage story event that I just didn't cover. I didn't make videos on them. I only did one of them, and there were 3. So I did do the other 2 just to kind of finish them off. So those on the channel as well. But other than that, I'll keep everyone updated on this penalty thing. Hopefully I'll be able to get rid of it soon so we can go back to the usual streams and I can get some newer videos. But yeah, that's all I have for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the Gym ground type M-MSV version. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.